Good evening to all. Welcome to the live and interactive quizzing session conducted by THiNC Institute of Design. So we are back with another season of Qriosity Quiz. So let's wait for a few more participants to join. After that, we'll be starting our demo quiz. So those who are already aware of the process, you can see the pin in your screen, 9212387. That is a pin for your demo session. So make sure that you're copying it from our chat box or in your application. So let's wait for a few more participants to join. After that, we'll be starting the demo session. If you have any doubts regarding the same, make sure that you're making use of the chat box to ask you, clear your doubts. All right. Let's wait for participants to join. Okay, we have Nilina, Devika. Welcome, Nilina. Welcome, Devika. Let's wait for a few more participants. Meanwhile, I'll just explain how we have to play this quiz and the rules for the quiz. All right. So, all right, we have Rishika, Sa, Gautami, Sai, Devika, and Nilina. All right. All right, so I'll just explain how we have to play this quiz. So initially what you have to do is, if you're using a mobile device, you have to download the Kahoot app from Android or Apple Store. So after downloading and opening the app, you have to enter the game pin. Game pin is displayed in your screen. That is 9212387. You have to enter the game pin. At that time, you'll be given entry to this game. All right. So if you don't have a mobile device, extra mobile device, what you can do is that you can go to the website. In your computer, you can go to the website www.kahoot.it. There also you have to enter the same game pin only 9212387. All right. So we have Anu, Hana, Nandita, Salah, Sa, Ne. Welcome all to the session. All right. So if you don't, Atira, Anu. All right. So if you don't have two different browsers, still you can play this game. What you can do is that you can use the split screen option in your computer. So in one screen, you can use the Kahoot website, and in another screen, you can use our YouTube Live. So that's how you have to play this game. So these are the three ways in which we can play this game. Right. So this is the game pin for our demo session. So after this, we'll be moving on to the real quiz. So after a few more participants join, we'll be starting the demo session. So demo session, there will be 2 questions. So at that time, make sure that you're clearing all your doubts regarding the quiz if you have any. Okay. All right. So what you have to do is that you have to open the YouTube window in one device. So in the YouTube window only the questions will be displayed. Questions and the options will be displayed, and in your Kahoot app or in your Kahoot website, the corresponding color codes of the options will be displayed. What you have to do is that you have to click on the corresponding color codes in your Kahoot app or Kahoot website. Okay. So based on your accuracy and based on how fast you are actually answering the question, so you'll be given a particular spot in the leaderboard. Okay. Right. So that's how the gaming process is. Right. So I think we can start the session. So if you're ready for the session, make sure you are entering ready in the chat box. We have Sarah, Darshana, Kanishka, Aisha, Hana, Anantu, Devika, Sharat, Nandita, Pannu, Adira, Anu, Sala, Sa, Ne, Rishika, Gautami, Sides, Nilina. All right, I think we can start the session. So if you're ready, just enter ready in the chat box. You can copy the game pin from the demo game pin from the chat box also. If you have any doubts regarding the quiz also, you can ask it in the chat box. All right, I think we can start the demo quiz. So after the demo quiz, one more time, I'll just explain how you have to play the quiz. All right. All right. So starting the demo session, maybe we can give more time for the real quiz to start. So meanwhile, we'll be starting the demo session. All right. All right. We have messages from Safwana. All right. So I think we can start the session. And here comes your first question. So this is the question: who designed the Hyder Aliyev Center, Azerbaijan? So this is the question, and below you can see 4 options: Louis Kahn, Charles Correa, Raj Revelan, Zaha Hadid. So these are the options. Okay, you can see that they are displayed in different color codes, and left side you can see the timer also: 45 seconds, 43 seconds. It's running. Right side you can see how many people have attended the quiz. Okay. So what you have to do is that you have to click in your Kahoot app or website also, you'll be seeing a corresponding color codes. Like this, you'll be seeing the corresponding color codes. Names won't be displayed, only the color codes will be displayed. So what you have to do is that you have to watch the question and the options from the YouTube live. And in your device, you have to click on the corresponding color codes, which you think is a right answer. Okay. So that's how you have to play this quiz. We have 15 more seconds. So after that, the timer will be going out. All right. So if you have any doubts, make sure that you're using the chat box for the same for clearing your doubts. All right. So time's up. So Zaha Hadid is the correct answer. 24 people have answered it correctly. Okay. So after that, we'll be moving on to the leaderboard. This is how the leaderboard will look like. So we have Anantu on the top spot with 987 points. Second spot goes to Pannu. Third spot goes to Nilina. Fourth spot goes to Rishika. And fifth spot goes to Sala. Okay, so this is how the leaderboard will look like. So the score will be based on your accuracy and how fast you are actually attempting the question. So it will be based on that. Right. So we have one more question remaining in the demo session. So after that, we'll be moving on to the real quiz. So here comes your second question. So if you have any doubts regarding the same, make sure that you are clearing then and there itself. You can make use of the chat box for the same. So this is our second question. Again, same thing only. You can see the color codes here. Just enter the color codes, the correct color codes in your Kahoot app for website. All right, so time's up one more time. So answer is correct. Answer is A. A is the correct answer. So you can see that all other options have been faded out. A is highlighted, and you can see a tick mark in that. Okay. Right. So we have completed both the questions and demo session. So now we'll be moving on to the podium. Podium means that is a final result. We won't be having the leaderboard. We'll be seeing the top 3 as well as the 2 runners. Okay. All right. So we have third spot goes to Sala. Second spot goes to Pannu. And in first spot we have Anantu. All right, so that's how the leaderboard looks like, and we have Anu and Devi as a runners up. Okay, so this is how you have to play the cues. So here you can see that this is a new game pin will be generated for the real cues. So you have to enter this new game pin to get entry to the cues. All right. All right, so let's wait for participants join. Timing is delaying for me little. Kanishka has a timing is. See why? Because Kanishka, there is some integration delay between the YouTube and the Zoom application. So that is why the delay. Anyway, we have compensated for that also. While keeping the timings, we have compensated for that also. For example, if you're getting 60 seconds, we have kept 60 seconds for one question. So it means that you'll be getting around 40 seconds to answer. 20 seconds will be lost in this delay. Okay. So make sure that you're answering it in the 40 seconds itself. I'm just giving an example only. For every question, it won't be 60 seconds. Some questions, it will be based on the difficulty level, it will be a different timing. Okay. So anyway, for all the questions, we have compensated for that. We're compensating and only giving the timings. Okay. All right. I hope that's clear. Kanishka, Darshini. All right. So we have participants joining. So today's topic is architecture awareness. Architecture awareness. So we'll be having 15 questions in this. 15 questions from architectural awareness. So I'll just randomly pick some names. Laurie Baker, Saha Hadid. Lot of architectures here. Sanjay, Ashwini, Adira, Utu Adiras. Darshana, Rishika, Nantana, Sanya, Devika, Kanishka, Sahala, Mansi, Fatima, Sarat, Ne, Pranjal, Anantu, NGUNA. What is that? All right. Akshay, Hannat, Tabdu, Sandra, Bharati. Okay. So as I have already promised, let me one more time. I'll just explain how you have to play this quiz. See, actually you have to need either two browsers or two devices. So what you have to do is that in one browser you have to open the YouTube Live, or one browser or one device you have to open the YouTube Live. In another browser or another device you have to play the Kahoot game. So what you have to do is that you have to make sure that you are opening the YouTube Live every time. Make sure that it is live also. Okay, you're not falling behind anything. Okay. So we'll be displaying the questions as well as options in that, and some color codes will be there. Color codes will be representing some options. Okay. So in your Kahoot app or web browser, you'll be getting only the color code. So what you have to do is that you have to check the options from a YouTube Live, and you have to click on the corresponding color codes in your application or browser. Okay. So based on your accuracy, based on your timing and all, you'll be placed somewhere in the scoreboard. Okay. So that's how the process is. Okay. So if you have any doubts, make sure that you're asking it in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. Once again, I'm repeating, the game pin is 8282652. Okay, so that's a game pin. Malavika, Aisha, Bharti, Avinash, Nida, Sandra, Hannat. Okay, I think I've already called these names. So if you're ready for the session, just enter ready in the chat box so that we can start the session in a while. If you're ready for the session, just enter ready in the chat box. I'm waiting for a few messages. After that, we'll be starting. But we have more participants joining also. Okay, Pranjal Gupta ready, Priya Srikanth ready, Devika ready. All right, so I think we can start the session. So once again, the game pin is 8282652. You can join anytime in between the quiz also. All right. All right, so starting 3, 2, 1. And here comes your first question. Qriosity 28. All right, so time's up. So the answer is Faribo Sabha. Famous lotus temple located in New Delhi was built by Faribo Sabha, and the lotus temple is a very beautiful architecture in New Delhi. So it is having 27 freestanding petals, which is made of concrete, and the outer layer is of marble. Okay, right. So we have answers in the chat box also. Ray Arshad, Denil John, Abhinav. All right. So moving on to leaderboard. So this will be your first leaderboard. So Nida has come to the top with 840 points. Second spot goes to Niaz, 11. Third spot goes to Saeed. Fourth spot goes to Aisha. And the fifth spot goes to Nantana. Okay. All right. So that's all from the leaderboard. So once again, reminding you about joining this quiz 828-2652. If anybody still want to join, you can join now also. We just cross one question only. All right. So moving on to next question, second question. All right, time's up. So India Gate, Rashtrapati Bhavan, Parliament House, all are associated with Edwin Lutyens, but Supreme Court is not associated with Edwin Lutyens. So it is actually designed by Bilkaji Diolalda. He is the architecture who designed the Supreme Court. It is in the Indo-British architecture style. Okay. All right. So moving on to leaderboard once again. We have changes in the leaderboard. Nias has come to the top with 1670 points. Devika has climbed to second spot with 1633 points. And the third spot goes to Aisha. Fourth spot goes to Hanna. And fifth spot goes to Arya. So that's from the leaderboard. And we have Rishika as the highest climber here, climbing up 17 places in the scoreboard. All right, moving on to third question. All right, so we were asked to join the renowned architecture with their location. Okay, so the answer is A2, B1, C4, and D3. So that's how you have to join. So moving on to fourth. Sorry, moving on to the leaderboard again. Nias is still on the top spot with 2411 points. Second spot goes to Devika with 2247. Third spot goes to Hanna. Fourth spot goes to Tandana, and the fifth spot goes to Nantida. And we have new climber here. Chakkus is the highest climber here, climbing up 11 places. All right. So moving on to fourth question. All right, so time's up. So loose ornamental. Loose ornamental is a famous documentary based on famous architect, famous Austrian architect, Adolf Franz Loose. So moving on to leaderboard again. Nias is still on the top spot with 3129 points. Second spot goes to Hermione. Third spot goes to Bharati. Fourth spot goes to Devika. Fifth spot goes to Hannah. So we have a combo breaker here. 9 places just dropped their answer streak of 3. Why this question was so difficult? Huh? All right, moving on to fifth question. All right, so who has not contributed for Qutub Minar? Aibak has contributed, Iltutmish has contributed, and Firoz Shah Tughlaq has also contributed. So they are all part of the Delhi Sultanate. Delhi Sultanate and Jalaluddin Akbar. Jalaluddin Akbar was part of the Mughal Empire, which came laterly. Okay, so Akbar has not contributed anything for the Qutub Minar. But that note, moving on to leaderboard again. Niaz is still on the top spot with 3953 points. Second spot goes to Bharati. Third spot goes to Devika. Fourth spot goes to Hanna. And fifth spot goes to Akshay. We have a new climber here, Sharath. Sharath is a new climber climbing in 9 places. All right. Moving on to sixth question. All right, time's up. So you have seen some amazing architectural wonders there. So the correct answers is A4, B2, C3, and D1. That's how you have to join the match the following. All right, so once again, moving on to leaderboard. No changes in the leaderboard, but changes in the points tally only. Niaz, Bharati, Devika, Hannah, and Akshay has retained the top 5 spots. So we have a new climber here. Anandu is the highest climber here. All right, so before moving on to next question, let me remind you regarding our Telegram channel. So we have a Telegram channel where we'll be providing the notifications regarding your examinations. We'll be providing notifications regarding our upcoming programs, further quizzes, our YouTube lectures, which will be helpful for you. All this updates will be giving through our Telegram channel. So make sure that you're joining the Telegram channel. We'll be posting the link in the chat box. You can click on the link and join the Telegram channel. Okay. All right. So with that note, moving on to seventh question. All right. So once again, match the following question. So answer is A2, B3, C1, and D4. Okay. Most of you have answered it correctly. So moving on to leaderboard again. Nia's slight changes in leaderboard, slight rearrangements. Nias still has retained the top spot with 4697 points. Second spot goes to Devika. She has climbed up 1 point with 4563 points. Third spot goes to Bharati with 4503 points. Fourth spot goes to Hanna, and the fifth spot goes to Akshay. We have an famous architect back in the game. Laurie Becker is back in the game with 3 correct answers in a row. All right. So moving on to eighth question. All right. So you were supposed to find out the wrong statement regarding Karangar. Karangar. So Karangar is one of the largest monument in the Ahom dynasty, Ahom kingdom. So it is situated in the Shivasagar in Assam. So the wrong option is studded with forts and with bastions. That is not there. Karangar was built mainly of wood. That is correct. Another name, it is Gargaon Palace. It is an example of Ahom architecture. It's one of the largest monuments made by the Ahom kingdom. Okay. All right. So since you were supposed to find the false statement, started with forts with bastions is a false statement. Okay. All right. Once again, leaderboard. Okay, we have new topper here. Devika has come to the top spot with 5337 points. Second spot goes to Nias with 4697 points. Laurie Baker has come to the scoreboard with 4665 points and grabbed the third spot. Fourth spot goes to Bharti and the fifth spot goes to Anna. And we have 5 players who has hit the answer streak of 4. Right, so that's all from the leaderboard. We have one question in the chat box. There is a time delay. See, I've already mentioned that, but still I'll repeat again. There is some slight integration delay between the Zoom app and the Zoom app which we are using for the quiz and the YouTube. So that is why there's a slight time difference. So what we can do is that we have already compensated for that. So if you're getting 60 seconds for answering one question, make sure that you're answering it in the 40 seconds itself. Okay. So 20 seconds there'll be some delay. Don't wait for the last second to answer the question. Okay. So if you are using this technique, it will be really easy. Okay. I hope that's clear. Abdul Latif. All right. So moving on to ninth question. All right, identify the architect who is famous for working on skyscrapers, and answer is Cesar Pili. So we all might have got fascinated by his skyscrapers, and a famous one is Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur is one of his architecture marvel, we can say. All right, all right. Moving on to leaderboard again. Devi has come to the top with 6142 points, and she has a streak with 5 correct answers in the row. Well deserved. So Nias has grabbed the second spot with 5517 points. Third spot again Laurie Baker. Fourth spot goes to Arun, and fifth spot goes to Rishika. Sorry, there is some slight changes here. Laurie Baker and fourth spot goes to Arun, and fifth spot goes to Malavika. All right. So moving on to the 10th question. All right, time's up. So that is nothing but a hopper window. Hopper window. So leaderboard again. Devika is still on the top spot with 6883 points. Laurie Baker has come to the second spot with 5873 points. And Niaz has gone down to the third spot with 5517 points. Fourth spot goes to Aruna. Fifth spot goes to Malavika. We have a new highest climber here. Adi has the new highest climber with climbing up 12 places. All right. 11th question. All right. So that is a turret. Turret was shown in the figure. Okay. Moving on to leaderboard again. Devi has retained the top spot with 6883 points. And second spot goes Larry Baker. Larry Baker has the highest answer streak of 7 with 65 and 6544 points. Third spot again Nias. Fourth spot goes to Arun. And fifth spot we have new member Tarshi. Tarshi, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So with 5341 points. Right. So that's all from the leaderboard. Now moving on to next question, 12th question. All right. So the question was movie name My Architect. A son's journey is a biography of which of the following architects? So it is a biography of Louis Kahn. Louis Kahn is known for his brutalist style of architecture. So again, once again, leaderboard. Laurie Baker has come to the top spot with 7,281 points, and second spot goes to Devika. Third spot goes to Nias. Fourth spot goes to Malavika. And the fifth spot we have Hannah. We have a new climber here, Fatima. Fatima is a new climber here, climbing up 5 places. So 13th question. All right, so the headquarters of NATO. Where is the headquarters of NATO? So it is in Brussels. Brussels, the capital of Belgium. It was recently in the news regarding the Ukraine-Russia war. Still, it is in the news. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. All right, moving on to leaderboard again. Laurie Baker still on the top with 8,013 points. Second spot goes to Nias. Third spot goes to Devika. Fourth spot goes to Malavika. Fifth spot goes to Teresa. And Hannah is making a comeback. 3 correct answers in a row. All right. Moving on to 14 questions. We have one more question left. All right, roof of the world. Roof of the world is our neighbor Tibet. Tibet above the just beside the Himalayas. So we are just moving on to the last question in our curiosity quiz 28 in architectural awareness. So moving on to the 15th question. Before that, let's see the leaderboard. Laurie Baker is still on the top and has an answer streak of 10. 10 correct answers in a row. Well deserved and very good. 8,745. Second spot, Nias, 7,913. Third spot, Devika. Fourth spot, Malavika. And fifth spot, Teresa. All right, moving on to 15th question. Last question in our curiosity quiz. A, B, C, D, E, N. C represents transom. Okay. All right. So we have come to the end of our curiosity quiz. So now let's move on to a podium and we'll see who all has come to the top 3 and top 5 spots. So third spot goes to Teresa. Second spot goes to Malavika. And first spot we have Laurie Baker. Congrats to all the winners, and we have runners up Nias and Devika. So runners up as well as the winners, you have to send your Instagram ID along with your name to our WhatsApp number 8086111024. We'll be publishing it our official social media handles. Okay. So once again, congratulations to all the winners and thank you to all the participants. So if you missed to be on the leaderboard this time, don't worry, we'll be having more quizzes in the coming days, and make sure that you're joining the Telegram channel. We'll be posting the updates regarding our sessions as well as your examinations in the Telegram channel. Also, make sure that you're subscribing to our YouTube channel so you won't be missing the further live sessions and further important updates. So thank you so much for participating. Have a great night.